All right. That's probably a little bit better. All right. How's it going, people? Guy on the internet who doesn't like reviews. Just got finished watching Proud Mary, and uh, I haven't felt like this in a long time coming out of a movie theater. I feel confused, bored, and overall ripped off from money because I, I'm not gonna say it was a bad film. It was more boring than anything else. Primary, so many plot holes in the story, and I should have knew it was gonna be bad. Like, not just going on critics and everything like that, because critics can be wrong sometimes. Different strokes for different folks. But when I bought my ticket, I walked into Dental Thieves just by accident, and something told me, "Hey, you probably want to stay here. It's 9:30. They don't really give a fuck." But no, I went to go see Proud Mary, just like I bought on the ticket. And look, I'm going to give Taraji P. Henderson her credit. She acted the hell out of this movie. But the problem is, everything around her was complete and utter boring horseshit. And let's just start with the storyline, the whole premise of Proud Mary. She's an assassin, a trained assassin for I guess, black mafia, or kind of black mafia, or whatever, that's led by Danny Glover, who is clearly in his I don't give a fuck mode of an acting career, to where he's literally just showing up anywhere for a fucking paycheck. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's acting, and you can just tell he's looking at the catering chart. Okay, I'll read that later. But you could tell he's just like literally looking at the catering chart during acting. Like, I hope nobody snatches that last piece of barbecue rib. Like, that looks really good, and I would really like to do that. So let me get finished with these lines and get some of that barbecue. So the storyline is, and spoilers, whatever. So Mary's a trained assassin. That's a trained assassin for the mafia. She kills somebody on a hit, and she feels so bad that she semi-adopts a kid, which is just like stupid in itself, because you would think from the hits that Mary has done over her career, like from a teenager to now, where it's like she's in her 30s, 40s, whatever, this situation would come up again. So she, now in this stage of her career, she picks a time to semi-adopt a kid. And when she does this, she finds the kid, blah, blah, blah. The kid's running drugs, whatever, for like another crime family. And I'm still into it at this point. I'm like, okay, this it can still work. She kills the guy because he's abusing the kid or whatever. And they have a meeting, blah, 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 blah. And she, instead of like just saying, hey, look, I did this shit because, hey, this kid, he means a lot to me, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. I'm a badass. She like blames Norm Macdonald. I think that's his name. When you see them, if you see the movie, you know who I'm talking about. He plays a lot of bad guys in movies, and like he's just a classic bad guy. But in this movie, this another reason I knew it was gonna be bad. They immediately get him out of the way. They don't have him back turn or whatever. She's just like, oh yeah, he probably did it. I go kill him. So the other family is gonna put a hit or backstab you, but you're gonna kill one of your top men to save a kid you hardly know. And then it's a waste of the actor. He doesn't even like do a back turn. He's like on the screen for like 5 seconds, get shot, that's it. Pay me, I'm out this bitch. And then later on, the kid, he like finds like Mary's money stash, and she's like, don't do that anymore. Ha ha ha, we're laughing, we're playing. They like have a birthday party or whatever for like the head boss's like wife, and she tells him, look, I don't want to do this anymore. He's like, I don't really give a fuck. You're still gonna do it. And then he sends him out on a mission. Mary and his son. And okay, it's a little bit of action. But then you realize they've been doing this for years upon years, and then it dawns on you. She gets shot. They don't have bulletproof fucking armor. How is it this movie is set in 2017, 18, whatever, and you're an assassin? That's your job. That's what you've been trained to do for years, decades. And with the advances in technology, you just going in that shit naked, basically. Like, yeah, I got a sniper pistol, a silenced pistol, but bulletproof armor, man, that's not something that's really gonna be necessary on this job. I mean, come on, whatever. And another problem. This movie tried to be, if Tyler Perry made an action movie, it had hardly any action in it. Zero action. It was more like just like a black drama. And then toward the end, because I really don't want to talk more about this, toward the end when it did have action, you're thinking like, yeah, Mary's got badass. She's shooting people, blah, 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 blah. Then you think about it. The head guy trained like, how do you only train one person to do all these cool things, and then they just wipe out your whole entire organization? You don't think, maybe they may turn on me, so why don't I have other people, or at least train my son, my own flesh and blood, to be as good or as better than her? So just in case she wants to leave or whatever, I can beat her up, or somebody else can beat her up. And it's just like, why would you do that to yourself? That's a recipe for disaster. You're training one person to be this uber badass, and you get older and you're trying to like control her. Obviously not going to work. And you have nobody, literally nobody else to step up for you. Just give me a minute. I'm just thinking about that now. Wow. And I could forgive that, but the action scenes, like literally up until the last 15 minutes of the movie, there is no action. There's no shoot. Like there's a shooting scene in like the middle part of the movie where like they go into his house, and I absolutely felt nothing. Like I didn't get the sense that Mary was cool, or they didn't even do stuff like where she was assassinating people cool. She, like the way she killed Michael McDowell was just the most generic way. Like he's running, she's running, and she shoots him in the broad daylight underneath a bypass or underway, whatever. It's just like, okay, are there cops here? Because you just killed somebody on the street, and then you left like 40 bodies in this house. Then you left like 70 bodies in this house. Like, there's no warrant for you. I mean, I know you're wearing black gloves, but you're riding around in a Maserati. You're riding around in a fucking Maserati. Like, you're not sneaking around in a Maserati. And then toward the end, again, this goes with the bulletproof thing. It's a Maserati. She's probably had for years. It's not fucking bulletproof. How are you a fucking assassin for years and none of your shit is bulletproof? Oh, you're going too far. They didn't want to think about bulletproof. That's your job. Your job. That's all you know. Why when you have everything bulletproof? And then that's another thing in the story. Mary, she wants to leave the organization, and Danny Glover won't let her because he wants some catering or whatever. And she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. That's great and all, but from the story that's been told, you were a teenage prostitute / junkie, and this is the only thing you know how to do. Not saying you can't like become a nurse or something. Like, you probably have enough money saved to do that, but it really wouldn't obstruct you to still do that. I mean, like, study to get a degree or whatever. It's not like that's all you do all of your time. Like in the movie, it seemed like she had a lot of free time to like get hot dogs, drive around, bullshit. It's not like everything in her life is controlled. And I just don't. The movie could have been better if it had more action scenes, more Taraji Henderson like a badass. I thought it was gonna be something like where she's disguising things, assassinations, cool witty one-liners. But instead, it's like, I'm black, I must protect you because you're black. I'm like your mother because your mother's not here. I love you, small person. I love you too, big lady. Embrace. Let us embrace. It's just like, oh no. So Proud Mary. Look, if you're a Taraji P. Henderson fan, yeah, okay, you're not gonna get anything special out of it, but she didn't ruin the movie. Everything else around her was shit. She was literally queen of shit mountain when it came to this movie. Do not go see this movie. Do not buy this movie. I just watched the Tyler Perry movie where she was in, and then just like put some shooting sounds in the background. That would be better. Just watch that movie, play some gunshots in the background, and there you go. That's basically Proud Mary, and a better version of that as well. So without further ado, I'm gonna get out of here. Birdman hand rubbing out. If I can get this shit to stop screaming. There we go.